welcome to Moneycontrol. My name is Shraddha Sharma and this is the Reporter's Take. In today's edition, we'll discuss why the sales of TV sets are at all-time low. And to explain that, joining us is Moneycontrol Saraswati. Hi Saraswati, welcome to the show.
Hi Shraddha.
So what are the sales figure for TV sets looking like?
So as far as TV sales are concerned, there has been a consistent drop. As you rightly mentioned, it is at an all-time low. Now, if you look at the first two quarters of FY20, we saw almost a 6 to 7% decrease in the total volumes. But by the end of December, there was almost a 10% crash. And this is, at an all-time low because typically TV is something that kind of withers the slowdown. And this year as well, there was an expectation that, Diwali sales could revive the overall numbers. But that somehow could not happen. And on the other hand, even marquee events like the Cricket World Cup could not revive sales, and somehow customers probably did not choose to buy televisions but instead looked at say things like OTT to look for these marquee events.
So almost a 10% drop is what we are talking about, but what is the reason for this dip?
So as far as reasons are concerned, there has been an increase and an aggressive competition in the market as far as TV sales are concerned. A lot of entry of Chinese players. For instance, the Xiaomi has entered the TV market. OnePlus has entered the TV market, as well as other handset makers like Realme is also planning to enter this market. Now what happens is when these mobile handset manufacturers have entered this market, there is an aggressive pricing that happens. So even during Diwali sales, we saw a 32-inch television, which is sold at say around 25 to 30,000, was being sold at almost at a fraction of it at 5 to 6,000 rupees. Now this was something which the larger players could not compete with, which is why there was a dip. Also, as far as discounts are concerned, the large players like Samsung, LG and Sony also offered almost as 30 to 40,000 rupees of discount for the high-end models. Still, the sales were not up to the mark.
All right, so on one hand, we are talking about new entrants in the segment, but do you see a possibility of a revival in the segment?
So as far as revival is concerned, the market is expected to be price competitive. So overall, the prices have been dropping on a 20 to 30% on a month-on-month basis, and this is expected to continue. On the other hand, while there could be some revival once there is a tax incentive. So for instance, for the high-end models above say 40 inches, the GST is at 28%. Once that is brought down to 18%, we could see some revival. However, once the import duty comes into place, there could be some disruption again, because at this point, the open cell panels, which is the critical component of the LED screens and televisions, do not have any import duty. But we are hearing that post-September, there could be a revival and an import duty between 5 to 10% could be imposed. So that would again take up TV prices, which could say have a dip on the sales.
So right now, we can only hope for a push by GST cut.
That's right.
Thank you, Saraswati, for that information. With that, it's a wrap on today's edition of Reporter's Take. For more news, views and updates, stay logged on to moneycontrol.com. Thanks for watching.